Oh my goodness. Oh, we're live, Beth. And good afternoon. I am Dr. Kimberly Barrington. Today is Wednesday. Can you believe it? October 28th. Whew. Where has the month gone? We don't know. Thank you for tuning in to 100 Shades of Disability, Up Close and Personal, where we highlight the accomplishments and contributions of those persons with disabilities. And as you can see, I have someone here with me today. As he looks like, oh Lord. Yes, everyone always asks me, so do you learn how to be disabled? It just seems like you do this so well. And I'm like, oh, well, thank you, Jesus. You need to come home. Yeah, late in the midnight hour. But yes, I would like to introduce to some and present to others the one and only, yeah, I call him Daddy. Yeah, I call him Daddy. But this is Bishop Waler Durham. Woohoo! Everybody's clapping? Yes, everybody clap, everybody clap, everybody clap. Put your hands together. What is that? Put your hands together for the bishop. Thank you. How are you today?
Well, I'll use my normal phrase. I'm peacock, proud, and honeymoon happy, and at my best.
And Beth is signing like, what did he just say? She's like, wait a minute, say that again. Let me sign that again. He is.
What do you want to say again?
Yes.
I'm peacock proud, honeymoon happy.
Hold on. He is peacock proud.
Honeymoon happy.
Honeymoon happy.
And at my best.
And at his best. Yeah. She's like, okay, yes, okay. We got that. Yeah. And how did you come up with that?
Well, you know, it was some years ago. I was at a church, and I seen an old mother. I said to her, "God bless your mother," and she says, "God bless you too." And I said, "How you feel?" And she said, "I'm at my best."
Oh.
I said, "Can I steal that?" She said, "Baby, you take it around." Well, then I had to add something to it to get a little flavor to it. So,
oh, of course.
Yeah, right. I had to Durham it up. So that's where we got the honeymoon happy and peacock brow from.
Oh, I love that. You know, but what is so great about it is 7 years ago, which, you know, this is my anniversary. I call it my life anniversary, if you will, because that's where life really began for me 7 years ago. I had almost, 13 years. Yeah, maybe about 12, 13 years to really watch how you handled being disabled. And what I think is so funny, when I try to talk to you about disability things, you say, who are you talking to? I'm not disabled. Don't talk to my hair and don't talk to my eyes. And I'm like, Dad, okay, first of all, you're about 95 years old.
Not quite.
You know, I mean, look up. That's it.
Not 75.
He can give Santa Claus a run for his money with that beard, you know.
I was coming after Moses.
Oh, Moses?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what, he's going after Moses. Moses, yeah. So, and I just think it is so funny. I remember when you called me and you said, I can't see my hand. That's what you mean, you can't see your hand. It's in front of you. You said, no, seriously, I can't see my hand. And I said, I'll be right there. And I jumped in the car and I came and I saw you when I came in the door, feeling around. And I think I cried. Yeah.
I missed those tears. Because I couldn't see.
Yeah, I cried. Yeah. You know, you look up to someone and you just see the strength That was the first time I ever looked at you and saw that you seemed weak to me. Because you were about a good 225 at that time.
Yes.
And you did kickboxing?
No, I was actually a karate man in Tai Chi.
Tai Chi and karate, okay. And I tell you, in the best shape, could bench press, I don't know, I know a good 250, maybe 3. And just to see you in that moment, you look so frail at 225 pounds. And I was like, wow. Yeah, okay. Y'all, that's a moment for me. Yeah. A little transparent moment there. But just like a phoenix, you just rose up out of the ashes and you mastered your life and your surroundings so well. What gave you the strength to rise up out of that?
Well, see, let me put it this way. I was trying to get some exercise, and my back porch to my garage is what I used to walk there and back for exercise. And that means I said I'm in my backyard. I can't get lost.
Right.
It snowed like the dickens that day. I think we about had 3 or 4 inches in the backyard. I still was determined I was going to do that. And what I did was I got to the garage. On my way back, I slipped off the path.
Oh no.
And I got lost in the backyard. And you talking about a most frightening feeling it was. And I was too proud to cry out for help. And I was trying to find a way, and every time I was just trying to find a way. And all of a sudden, my youngest son called out and said, "Dad, where are you?" And I got snapped in, I got mad. I said, "I'm lost." You know what I mean? Come and get me. And tears were running down my eyes. And he put his hand on my shoulder, and come to find out I was all the way in the next yard. Didn't know it.
Oh my goodness.
When I came in the house, I slammed the door, and I have a prayer room. And I went in my prayer room and I cried. I said, "Lord, I don't want to be blind no more. I don't want to be blind no more. I don't want to be blind." I thought God was going to just automatically give me my eyesight back. I said, because I'm the bishop. And I woke up and still couldn't see. But I was asleep, and the Lord spoke to me while I was asleep. He said, get up in the morning, and walk around the block. Well, where I stay is the blocks are real long. He said, what I want you to do is follow the wind. Whenever you feel the wind on the side of your face, you turn into it. So I came out of the house, I turned right, and felt the wind because of my driveway there. I said, "Oh, okay, I'm good." Kept on walking. I didn't have no cane or nothing. Then I get to the corner of Henry and Thomas Street, and I paused, and I felt the wind on my right-hand side, and I turned to the right, went down and got the Bates and Henry, felt the wind again on my right hand. If you notice, there's a right so far.
Yes.
And then when I got down to a Union debates, I turned, felt it again. Then I got to the top of the hill. I got the rhythm now. I said, "Oh, right, all right." So when I got to the top of the hill, I froze. I said, "Now how am I going to find my house?"
Oh, wow, yeah.
How am I going to find the house? And he said, "Well, you walk until you feel the wind on the right. Don't give up the right. Then back up." And I said, "Well, I was trying to think of how many driveways."
Yeah, I was just counting too. I closed my eyes and I just started counting. I was like, okay, at the top of the hill, 1, 2.
And I couldn't remember who had all that. He said, "You feel the wind." Well, actually, my driveway is wide enough that you can feel the wind.
It is.
Yes, and I kept on walking. I was scared. My steps got short and stuff, and I was kind of scooting along a little bit, trying to look forward. And I didn't want to know I'm blind. So when I felt it on, he said, "Now back up." And I backed up. He said, "Now back up." And when I backed up, when I couldn't feel the wind, he said, "Turn right." And I was going up the steps as my son was coming out the house. And I said, Lord, thank you.
Wow.
I said, I won't be blind no more. I just can't see. That's the short end of it.
Yes, I love it. Yes. Yes. And I think that same determination, yeah.
That's all I can say was, yeah, too.
Yes.
Thank you. Tears rolled down my eyes. You asked me, what you crying for, Dad? I just want a victory. I ain't blind no more. But you can't see. I say, I ain't blind.
But you know, there are people have eyes, but they still don't see.
Yeah, I know that. I'm
Yeah.
a witness.
Yeah.
I'm a witness.
Yeah. Now, you know, people always say, well, when you lose one sense, does it mean that all the rest of them just miraculously?
You know, I'm still waiting on that to happen. See, that's a story they read in the book or something. Because, but I tell you what it does do. It makes you listen more intently.
Yes.
And you know, and you well, I had a gift anyways. I read people very well before, so I started listening to the tone and tenor of their voices. So you start listening, knowing what to listen for.
Yes, because it's not always what you say, but it's what you don't say.
Right. And when somebody's in doubt, I can hear it in their voice. You know, when they're mad, well, of course, everybody can tell that. And when they're happy too, you know. And then when it's just melancholy, you know, you can pick up their spirit like that. So, by the grace of God, I learned to understand people's feelings.
What I'm feeling right now. Oh.
Come on, tell me some more. That's what you're feeling.
Okay, wait, let's even work. What am I feeling?
Yeah. Come on,
yeah.
Tell us some more.
Yes.
Tell us some more. It don't work like that. But it works.
But you know, but it's so funny how people will test you. One of the things that I've learned in the last 7 years is that people make so many ignorant assumptions. And
can I interject something?
Okay, so what is your favorite ignorant assumption?
Can you see me? Can you see me? Well, first of all, you blew your tongue out, so I know what you're doing. Well, you can see. You told me what I was doing. No, you told me. Oh boy! And then I have people ask me, "Well, how much can you see?" I said, "Well, I'm blind." Well, how much can you? Well, if you're blind, you're blind. I don't know how to go any further than that.
So I think mine is, so do you walk? Like, do you get up and do you walk?
You don't walk?
Really?
No.
I was like, so you tell me how I'm supposed to walk on this foot when the foot sits on its side.
Yeah, no, that's
I
right.
don't know. I don't know. Or either they'll come to me and say, did you know that your foot was crooked? And they want to come up and adjust my foot on the foot pedal of the wheelchair.
That's right.
And
that's right.
And I always say, would you do that to an able-bodied person? You know, would you walk up to someone and adjust, you know, their female anatomy or the male anatomy? If you wouldn't do it, then don't do it to me.
No, you're different.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I missed the memo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes people, if you're blind, they're standing right in front of me. Well, can you see me? I just told you.
And you know what I would want to do? Just go, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you. I didn't see you.
I should have to be there.
I didn't see you.
Right.
You know, or it's like, oh my gosh, you're so pretty to be in a wheelchair. And I just want to say, but you're so ugly to be walking around. What? So what are you saying? That all people who are in wheelchairs are not attractive?
I think that's what they're saying. Yeah.
So, what year did you lose your vision? I should say your sight, because you actually have vision. You do.
Okay.
Yeah, you have spiritual vision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. It's about 17 years ago.
Has it been 17?
Yeah.
I thought it was 22.
Who's counting but you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You remember the last time I read something you said that just bumped into something? No, that was time.
Oh, that was it. That was at one time. Okay, that was it. Yeah.
Whatever they did, that was 22 years ago. Okay.
Yeah, that one day. Yeah, that one time.
Yeah, right.
So, and I use this as a reference point because 22 years ago we didn't have technology.
Oh no.
Like we do now.
Oh, no.
So how did you interact with the world 22 years ago without all of this technology?
Ooh, it was I feel like I was an alien trying to find myself.
Oh wow. E.T. phone home.
Yeah. It's like I had to find the phone if it rang. Had to learn how to count backwards. Well, not count, that's being facetious or something.
Yeah, because we were past rotary. We did have touch dial.
Yeah, right.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, star 0 hashtag.
Well, see, I leave all this stuff on.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
If it was basic, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, you do have to stop and count.
Yeah.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, star 0 hashtag.
And well, I tell you, the one thing it did do help me remember things. So.
Yes, you are good at remembering numbers.
Yeah, I have to. No, well, not only just numbers, but just where I am, how many. Yeah, I don't count the steps. I feel the steps.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, I'm right here, 1, 2, 3. Left, right. And you get it down pat in your house first, and then when you start going out, you listen to people's footsteps. And you, well, for example, when I was on the front of the court board, I had to go downtown, right? I could always tell when.
Oh, wait a minute! You were on the front of the court board.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna put a pin in that.
Oh. Okay.
We're gonna put a pin in that.
Okay.
But let's finish this story because that's another question that's gonna come up.
Okay.
So, but he was out in the city, in a building, because he was living life on purpose. Mm-hmm. And you were counting steps?
Counting sounds.
Okay.
Yeah. And we back at downtown?
Yeah.
Okay, downtown. It's back.
That's going to be the next question. Go ahead.
Well, if you go into a building, the building has a personality.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the first thing I try to do is pick up. Now, I don't do this consciously, but I do it subconsciously.
Oh, okay.
Pick up the personality of the building. And then you figure out, I remember a long time ago, when I was coming in the building, I knew it was made like then. So you just put that together, feel the spirit, and then remember. You know when to turn, when to get on the elevator. You know me. I usually kind of wait till somebody else down the elevator and say, "Oh, would you please be so kind as to push number 2?"
So in the disability world, they say that you are either born with a disability or you acquired a disability later in life. So having acquired it later on in life, there are things that you still remember.
Yes.
So did it become more vivid in your mind once you lost your sight?
Oh, yes. Because I had to depend upon it now.
Mm-hmm.
And that made a lot of difference. But let me say this too. If I was born that way, the adjustment wouldn't have been hard at all because I was born that way.
Right.
But to be able to have sight and to try to readjust yourself, that was terrifying at times. Because I remember one time I had to go, we were going out of town, and I had to go to the bathroom real bad, and I had to go real bad. And I said, "Let me out of here." We go to the gas station and say, "Can we go by myself?" "Oh yeah." My bride says, "Yes." I went in the bathroom and got lost in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
I said, and I was too embarrassed to knock on the door to tell somebody to come and let me out of the bathroom.
You know, I think that was probably my biggest challenge once I was in the wheelchair, was going to public restrooms.
Oh.
Because I have gotten stuck in the bathroom. Because usually those doors are a little bit heavier and they're not really designed for you to have something in front of you when you open up the door. So to be able to open it up and then get the wheelchair around, it's very difficult. Because by the time you wheel back to pull the door open, get it open wide enough, then you have to move yourself around and try to get through the door before the door closes on you to get the wheelchair in there. Yeah, I would have to say that was probably the worst experiences was having to use public restrooms.
Oh, yeah. I remember one way I took to that is I took the trip down to when my aunt died, and Peggy died. I went to Houston by myself. I was so determined, couldn't get nobody to go with me. I was mad. I got on the plane by myself and did everything real good. And on the way back, I had to go from the
everyone, please notice my face as he tells this story.
What do you look like? Well, anyways.
How we call the police. We dial 911. We had the FBI.
Then I can continue my story. I get off that, got lost in the airport. I found my way to the desk. And I guess I was trying to tell the lady I was lying, couldn't she? Because she reported me. She said that way, that way, that way. I don't know when people say that way, this way. I don't know what direction they're talking about. So I said, could you say left, right, straight, whatever? And she did. So finally, they got me on the bus to go to get transportation to go to the bus station. And I got on the bus and going to the bus station, got in the bus station. Well, I forgot I had to go up and check in. I just thought I was supposed to have a ticket, and I was supposed to just go ahead and get on the bus.
You still see her face.
Well, I got lost in the bus station. And then I asked the guard, I hollered out and said, help, I need some help to go to the bathroom. Where's the security guy? He said, I'm right in front of you. I said, you sitting there all this time? Yes, sir. So he takes me into the bathroom, but he forgets to wait to help me get out. I get lost in the bathroom. Then I come back out, sit on the bench. I was scared to go to sleep because I was in Chicago. I thought they was going to mug me, but he didn't. And then finally, the lady came and shook me and said, are you Bishop Durham? I said, yes, yeah. I said, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Yeah, so I am. Well, come on, we got you from here on in. So they put me on, when they finally put me on the bus, they told the bus driver, don't let him out of your sight because these people are looking for you everywhere. I said, I'm lost.
Yes. We had an APB out on you. No, seriously, we did. Because he had a wallet full of money.
Yeah.
And we were just, oh my goodness. So, friends and neighbors, we appreciate your independence.
But don't be stupid.
Thank you.
Don't be
what
stupid.
He said.
Don't be stupid.
What he said.
Can I put it another way?
Yes.
Don't be stubborn, stupid.
What he said. So that really brings us up to now. And what would technology have done for you?
I could have GPS myself.
Yeah.
Yes, I could have did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
and on the iPhone, you can share location with all your friends and family, so they all know where you are at all times.
Yeah, could have Facebook me. Here I am. This is it. This is what my surroundings look like. Somebody can see that, and I'll be found.
We're so grateful. We're gonna do a time check here. It is now. Let us see. Can I see? It's 4:23. Let's pay a couple of bills. So we are so grateful today. We have Bishop Walter Durham with us today. And we want to say thank you to the Deaf and Hard of Hearing, who has been rolling with us since May 7th. Thank you so much for always showing up. I love that. Mm-hmm. So we appreciate her. We say thank you to Disability Advocates of Kent County and 100 Shades of Disability. Yes. So if you are not connected to a Center for Independent Living and you live in the Kent County area, please dial 616-949-1100. And they have someone in the office. They're not staying at home. Mm-mm. They're in the office waiting just for you to call. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, 616-949-1100. And you can also call 100 Shades of Disability, 616-954-5148. And today, yes, the whole reason for the show, we got a little bit of background here, but the Right Reverend here gave a $10,000 endowment for persons with disabilities to be able to connect to their community with technology. And as you just heard him say, the reason why persons with disabilities, especially low vision and no vision, need technology. Did you hear that tone in my voice?
I got it.
Did you hear the tone in my voice? Yes. So what am I thinking now? Yes. So, okay, do you see how excited I am? I'm trying to remain really calm. $10,000. Do you know how many iPads that buys? A lot. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. And we just want to say thank you. Mm-hmm. I want to say thank you.
You're welcome.
And why did you choose to be so generous?
Well, I didn't want nobody to be stubborn, so I'm stupid like me.
Aww.
So.
And you heard it firsthand. Is it? I think they call it the KISS method, keep it simple, stupid, but it's like,
Yes.
Yeah.
To be told, that's it right there.
Yeah. Because we realize that technology is so important now. Mm. It's really important. I mean, look how many people have been able to connect with each other, grandparents and grandchildren and aunts, uncles, cousins, moms, dads. Mm-hmm. And it just looks like this pandemic is just going to go forever and ever and ever and ever. Yeah. And you seem to be so unbothered by it.
Oh, no, I am.
Are you bothered?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Yeah. Oh. He's bothered.
I'm actually at the age where they say I got all the conditions they need for it to feed off of me. But I decided I'm not going to be a meal. Okay. so.
He said he's decided he's not going to be a meal. He said he has all the conditions that the virus needs to feed off of, and he says, but he's not going to be a meal. No. Not a happy meal, not a big meal.
No. None of the above.
Yes. Not no snack and a 2-piece.
No.
He's like, I'm not gonna do any of that. I understand. So how have you been vigilant during this time?
I have learned to be
obedient.
Yeah. I wear a mask.
You heard it here first. He wears a mask.
I wear a mask.
He masks up.
I don't have one on now, but a mask.
Yeah, because we're. Yeah.
But again, it's rather to be safe than sorry. You don't tip. If I need to go, don't tip the dog.
That's what the word says.
Okay. All right. I'm saying. So I think people, so it should not be a political thing. It should be just a natural thing. It's a natural expression of love.
You know, I think, this is just me, that we should have been vigilant like this about the flu.
Yeah.
And we weren't. I mean, and people were getting sick. And I think if we had done this like every flu season, you know, hindsight is always 2020.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just trying to think of different ways of how could we have gotten people more into it, if you will. I think that's the wrong way to say it. But I think you probably said it best at the beginning, where you said it's become a political issue and not a health issue.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, if I may interject this, you don't go to your congressman for your toothache, you go to the dentist.
This is true.
And so why argue with them if they say put on the mask? Let's put on the mask.
Right.
You know? I think I got my eyes look okay.
One is blue.
One is blue?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
And the other one is trying to turn blue.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. A little louder? Okay.
You. Yeah, she's like, yes.
See, I can't see what she's saying.
She's laughing. She's like, yes. Because she's like, I'm straining. She was turning red, and I'm like, what is wrong? I was like, oh, she can't hear him. So I was like, you gotta talk a little. I was trying not to do like that, you know, but talk a little louder, Dad.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little louder.
Sound test?
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, because she was really straining. She was turning beet red. She's like what?
Oh, I'm thinking I'm talking loud.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
I'm at the right tone now?
Yeah, just a little, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I was saying it's a political thing, not a health issue. Oh, it should be a health issue and not a political thing.
Right.
So if the doctor tells me I need a tooth pulled, I'm not going to argue with him. You know,
right.
Make sure they get the right tooth.
Right.
But other than that, I'm not going to argue with him.
You know, I like that analogy, though. I do. That I wouldn't go to my congressman, and I certainly wouldn't show up at the Capitol with a gun because I need my tooth pulled.
No.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But yeah. So let's go back to this technology piece, though.
Yes.
You could have designated the monies any kind of way that you wanted to, and you could have given it any other place that you wanted to.
Yes.
Why did you choose 100 Shades of Disability?
Well, for full disclosure, because my daughter's in charge of it. Did I blow it?
No. No, okay, so nepotism is the main reason, number one.
Yeah.
Nepotism.
And because of the fact is, I admire her for her tenacity. She emulates myself now. She took the disability and makes it work for her. So anything I can do to help somebody enhance their living, that's what I want to invest in.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that I found, even working with you and helping you to get everything that you needed over these last 22 years, just the treatment of persons with disabilities, even though you kept telling people, I'm not blind, what? I'm not disabled.
No.
Don't talk to my hair and don't talk to my eyes. And I'm like, oh Lord. And then guess what happens? You know, I'm in a wheelchair and I do the same thing. Don't talk to my wheelchair. Talk to me.
Yeah.
You know, don't touch it. Don't lean on it. Just stay right there and talk to me. And
well, if I may interject this, can you hear me? People forget because you are disabled does not mean you cannot think and chew gum at the same time. You know, not necessarily walk at the same time, but you can chew and think. And that's important right there for me. Consider a person a human being because of their mind. not the body shape.
That will preach all day long, as they say. That'll preach all day. And I appreciate that. One of the things that I do admire is there are not many examples of persons with disabilities that are in leadership.
Yes.
You know, that are engaged or that they are bringing them to the table. Is what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to create your own table.
Yeah.
And so with 100 Shades of Disabilities, you know, I just created my own table. You don't want to invite me, that's not a problem. I'll just create my own table. And then I'll think about letting you sit down with me. I don't know, you know, because I would tell them, look, I don't have to be at your table. Just as long as there's a space in the room, I come with my own chair and I can set up over here, wherever you need me to. You know, I'll just set up. And the other thing that you don't see is African American.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that person.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're people of color. Yeah, I know. You forget that sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I don't forget it normal, but I don't associate it with being disabled. I think that's something. It's a human problem, not a color problem.
True.
Yeah.
It's the human condition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we want the Black Lives Matter, we got to act like we got some life. Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, hold on. I'm gonna hump my horn on that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are we getting ready to blow up now?
Oh, you know, I can't clap. You gotta have two good hands to go clap. So it's just like, ooh, okay. I gave you the hump. Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Felt that.
All right.
Felt that all the way down there. You know. And that's what I have been seeing. Now I think that there are pockets, just like any other group, where I think we have more leadership and we're more present. It's just not so much here in West Michigan. Yeah, it's just not so much in West Michigan. You know, but you go to North Carolina, you go, you know, down south, you go to California, you go to Detroit, you'll see persons of color with or without disabilities that are in positions of power, decision-making power. So, yeah. But yeah, so you gave one because of nepotism. And number two, the other reason that you gave was?
I think that was it.
Oh, nepotism?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was my really thing, because I again was very supportive of what you're doing. You know, and it started off because of nepotism, but it can end up in that way because I look at the fact of how many people can be touched and brought into the mainstream of things.
Absolutely.
And that's why I'm very proud of you in that respect. So somebody asked me the other day, are you kind of jealous of your daughter? No, Lonnie. No, keep on pushing. You know, I ain't gonna push the wheelchair because we both might have an accident, but I'm gonna try to pull her and pull her on to where she needs to go. And so I think this is the best way I can do it like that. Is that I appreciate the work that you're doing. Okay.
Well, I appreciate that. So for everyone out there, email me info@100shadesofdisability.l3c.org and tell me in 100 words or less what it would mean for you to receive an iPad. And the good bishop here and I'll read the applications to him. Or actually, he already has a wonderful iPad himself, and he can pull it right on up, and we'll read them together, and then you will get a phone call from us. And then we will have you back on the show so that we can present you with your brand new iPad. So Apple has agreed, I'm so excited, that if you receive the laptop from us, we'll give you a special number to call for them to walk through, and whatever your accessibility is that you need for the iPad, they are going to work with you. And you just say, I got this from 100 Shades of Disability. And they're going to say, oh, yes, we have a dedicated person just for you. So I'm so excited. Aren't we?
Yes.
We are. We're very excited. So if you're low vision, no vision, have one hand, no hands, whatever you need, they'll set it up. They'll fix it for you the way that it needs to be. And I'm really excited about that. And they were excited. They were like, oh my gosh, yeah, anything else you need? Well, if you want to do a match donation or, you know, put something on it, we will take it. Yes, again, email us at info@100shadesofdisabilityl3c.org, and it will be on the page. It will be. And you guys can just tell me your story, and we'll have you back on the show. He'll come back, and he's going to present it to you personally. We'll figure it out. You don't even have to live in the state of Michigan. Veteran, civilian, we'll make it happen. We've got some great folks across the United States that tune into the show. We do. We got some folks in Oklahoma, Florida, California, Bel Air, Maryland. Yes. Yes, Rhode Island. We got some great folks all over. So if you need an iPad, just let us know. And if you want to help a person get connected to their community and would like to chip in, hey, you can email us as well. We accept donations because we don't want this to stop at that $10,000, but we want to continue to add on and help as many persons as we can, even young people. You know, it's amazing. Yesterday on the show, we went to Traverse City. Of course, via Zoom, we zoomed.
Zoomed up there. Okay.
We zoomed up there.
All right.
And what I thought was so nice for the Center for Independent Living in Traverse City, they have a peer support group. And in the peer support group, they get to play games with one another. Autistic children. That's the group that he works with. And they all hook up on their iPads. And they stay connected that way, by playing games together.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's outstanding.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I was like, so do you think they kill zombies on there? Okay, yeah. So Beth knows some kind of way we're going to talk about a zombie. You get creative and you can make the zombie noise on your iPad so nobody will think that you're regular, think you're a zombie. You can do sound effects on there. Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. But yes, so all my veterans out there, come check me out. Yeah, we're going to be partnering with some of the veteran agencies to make sure that, especially those who have not received their compensation. Did you want to talk a little bit about that?
No.
Oh, he doesn't want to talk about that. You know, those who have been waiting for their cases.
Well, let me say this. Don't give up.
You heard it from the man.
Don't give up. You earned the right to get it. So don't give up.
So all of those who are waiting for your 40 acres and a mule from the VA, keep holding on. Keep holding on. Because it shall come. Might take some years, but it'll come. Hallelujah. It'll come. It'll come. Really will. So yes. So I'm going to reach out to all of my community partners. WINK, Women Injured in Combat. Yes. Henrietta, hit me up. Our Michigan Veterans Affairs. Inez. Yes. The wonderful Zanetta Adams, who runs our Michigan office. Yes. So those are just some of our people here in the state of Michigan. We've got some great folks out there in Anaheim, California at the Center for Independent Living. Yeah, we'll ship one right on out there to you too as well. So we're looking for Why do I need an iPad? Send it to info@100shadesofdisabilityl3c.org, and we will review them and get in touch with you and let you know. Say, hey, guess what? Today we picked another name. We actually do have a person. We do. Our first person that'll get one. And if she's watching, she lives in Muskegon.
Okay.
A female veteran
All right.
who is a low vision,
All right.
almost no vision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, injured on active duty. So we're excited. So we already have one person in the queue.
All right.
Yeah, we're fast.
Yes. God bless.
Yes. Woohoo! We get, oh man. Yes, we gotta get a clap track, Beth. Let's see, where are we? Oh my goodness. We're at the 4:44 hour.
Oh,
Wow.
that's fast.
I know it.
Mm-hmm.
Time always flies when you're having fun.
Yes.
You're a great guest though.
I'm enjoying it.
I'm enjoying you.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Who's your parents?
Well, as if you couldn't tell. They said mama's baby, papa's maybe, but I think my grandmother would say if your daddy ever dared deny you, they would put him in jail.
No, that's right. Yes.
You're his twin.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So give us some words of wisdom. In English, because I feel another language getting ready to come.
Okay.
I feel another language coming.
Well, I'll simply say that the race isn't given to the swift nor the strong, but he that endure it to the end. So be an endurer. If you're seeking some help right now, keep on until you get it. And don't give up.
Yeah. I like your sweatsuit today.
You like that?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
More to come.
I know. I know. He likes sweatsuits like I like purple.
Okay.
So if y'all know what that means.
So 22 Thomas.
So it's so funny though when I'm out in public and people are like, oh my God, you really do love purple. You have on purple. And I was like, yes, I do. Use my mask match too. Yeah, I had an N45 mask on. Yeah, with little filters. Oh man, this strap is purple rhinestones across the nose.
Oh,
yeah.
That's the early.
You know, and that's my thing. Why not wear a mask? To me, it's like another accessory.
Oh, I can't see that I don't have one right now. I thought it was in the safe zone, but okay.
It's just, yeah, this is a safe zone.
A safe zone? Okay.
Mm-hmm. We're covered.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
We don't have it.
Okay, no booties.
No booties. Okay. No. She's like, I'm sorry. Beth is like, what? What? You need to use your outside voice.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
You know, the on the porch on Thomas Street.
Right,
voice.
Right.
You know, when they all get up on the porch.
Right.
Oh, this is what I wanted to, I had put a pin in this. Mm-hmm. In our last few minutes, one of the things I really would like to encourage persons that are of color and or have a disability, there's a place for you. There is a place for you. And what I appreciate, and I'm saying this to you in front of the whole listening audience, and you owed child support. You caught up your child support and then turned around and became the chairman of the child support board.
Yes. And
put things into place to help other fathers. And there are some mothers who have to pay child support.
Right.
There's probably more than what you really know.
Yes.
Women that are supposed to be paying child support.
Mm-hmm.
And I love two things that you did. Number one, you said most men are not deadbeat, they're just dead broke.
Mm-hmm.
And can't afford to really support two households. And so they try to support the one where they're living and then try to give time. And I'm going to say that time is just as important as money. Because you can actually give more time than you can money. And the time will have a greater impact than the money ever will. The money is really for the mother as a tool of manipulation. I'm just going to put it out there. You know, it's really a manipulation tool. You know, it really is. But the other one, you did this help to bless and not arrest.
Help us to bless, not to arrest.
Yes. Yes.
That's the new program now.
And I want to say to anyone who's out there, you might be out, you might be down, but don't discount yourself. Don't discount yourself. You're looking at two people who the world said, given the color, our gender, our disability, that we should not be anything really.
Yes.
Really, shouldn't be. But we have risen above all of that. And it is just awesome when I get inboxes. Hey, I have a little problem with my child support. Can you help? Is that part of something you do with your disability thing? But I know a man. I know a man that can help you with that. And then he'll call me and say, hey, I got some disabled people over here. Not me though. I'm not disabled. I'm not disabled.
No.
But I got some people over here that need a little help. You think you can do a little something for them? Absolutely. And I think that's what it's about.
Yes.
You know, each one reach one, each one teach one.
Right.
And that we got to do it.
We're going to.
Yeah.
We're going to.
Yeah. And I think this is a pretty good model here. We're modeling good behavior.
Correct behavior.
Yes.
Yes.
Righteous. And not a right or wrong thing, but I think I was told it's not about right or wrong, but it's about being righteous. It's about being righteous. So we are so grateful that you guys tuned in today and you got to come into my home and meet my dad. Yeah.
Pleasure.
Yes.
A lot of fun.
It was. Doing great things. Can you believe it that I used to be his producer and engineer when he had his radio show?
How about that? Turn the tables on, didn't you? Yes. I'm a guest on your show.
And now he's a guest on my show. And we moved up to TV or, Zooming, going live. Yeah. So again, we want to say thank you to Bishop Walter C. Durham and for that $10,000 endowment. And if you just happen to shake a little tree and have a couple of dollars, you can email us at info@100shadesofdisability.l3c.org and say, hey, I want to donate some money for a computer, for an iPad for someone. And we'll have you on the show. Get you a nice little mug. Where's my mug? Okay, the mug is not right here today. It's back there. It's getting washed. So yeah, get you a wonderful mug, and we'll have a little plate with your name on it saying that, guess what? This iPad was donated by you. And when the person receives it, you'll get to know their story and how the iPad has impacted their life and given them a quality of life. Because that's what we do at 100 Shades of Disabilities, that we improve the quality of person's life at home, work, church, and play every single day. We do it economically, legislatively, and through community partnerships and education. Yes, what a mouthful.
Yes.
It was.
Yes.
So I work really hard, you guys. I do. I work really hard to improve the quality of life for persons with disabilities, because I think we definitely know what that feels like.
Yes.
From having to, for you, it was getting around your neighborhood and not using that cane. That's funny. but we won't talk about that.
No.
You know, and for me, it was putting my wheelchair on my back and pulling myself and a wheelchair up 5 stairs and then another 2 to get out of my apartment. So every day, 14 stairs. And if I had to leave more than one time a day doing that, you know, going to a church where there were 11 stairs that I had to pull myself up and go down. So it's a lot. So when you can improve those areas, it's amazing, because you know what it's like. And so you want to turn around and say, hey, I'm here to give you a hand up or not a hand out.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah. Any final words from the bishop?
Yes, ma'am. Continue to do the work that you're doing. I said, continue to do the work that you're doing. And got a cheering shot right here. Go get him, Kimberly.
Yes. Yes. So I'm so excited. We can't wait. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks, you will get to see the first person. Because you know we got to keep moving with the show.
Oh, yeah.
While things keep going on the happen on behind the scenes. But on tomorrow, Dave will be here, and we are going to Jackson. Not sure where else we might be, but for sure we're going to be in Jackson, Michigan. Yeah. So until tomorrow, we're not putting a period here. We're just going to put a comma, right? And we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same station. Have a great evening.